Hello, my name is Elizabeth Sobrado. I'm from Ferguson FCCLA at John A. Ferguson Senior High, and the project I'm doing this year is a job interview. The position I'm trying to get is pastry chef. Here we have my table of contents, and then we have my planning process. So, planning my project, my main concerns were learning about the proper way to apply for a job and how to survive the job interview. It's always been a challenge for me to present myself to an audience or even a single person if I know something I care about is at stake. Even if it's something like the job position I've dreamed about from my childhood and it's been taking up a large portion of my life, a pastry chef. So my main goal is to successfully obtain the job that I'm going for, and using these experiences, I will use these experiences to improve my future job applications and my interviews when I want to get a more permanent position at some other company or anywhere. And here I form my plan. I'm going to be applying for the position and attending the job interview. I'm doing this to once again gain confidence in myself and my skills. And I searched for positions and I'd found one in a bakery local to my area. After doing some research on the position and securing my documents, I presented myself and the experience I had from previous jobs and from previous experiences. After completing my project, I definitely noticed a huge difference in my confidence, and it's definitely been raising my courage to go out and get a job. And here we have my evidence of online submission, and then some basic information about the position I'm applying for. The employer and company's name is Ali's Sweet Treats. It's a local bakery. The position calls for an 8-hour shift, and the wage is a little low compared to other jobs, starting at $11 an hour. And of course, the job requires the preparation of a variety of high-quality desserts and pastries, creativity to come up with new recipes for new pastries and new desserts, and of course, the health and safety standards have to be followed. So, how does this job match my skills? I'm really cooperative and easy to get along with. I can definitely communicate with team members efficiently and professionally in the kitchen. I have good stamina, being able to stay on my feet and move around for many hours at a time. And I can clean the kitchen very nicely, whisk. I have knife skills and many more skills that can contribute to the position and my team. So, how does this relate to my future goals? So, I've been thinking about my future and my degree that I want to get when I go to get a higher education in college. And I've been interested in communications, although I still haven't decided on a specific job. However, when communicating with my peers as a pastry chef and working under the pressure in the kitchen, it will give me more experience and help me develop my skills to complete my future goal. And here we have my business communication. We have my job application showing some of my basic information, the availability I'll have for my job. And I have my education, which shows my current school, my GPA, and things like that. I also have my activities that I've participated in, my qualifications, and here we have my job experience. So I took a job with Florida Insurance Solutions Groups as an administrative assistant over the summer when I stayed with my dad. While I may not relate a lot with the position I really want right now, the experience of working with the team members and coworkers and being in the environment of an organized administrative team, it can give me some helpful experience that I could use in the future, such as when I was satisfying customers' wants and needs when I worked in customer service, or when the team was working on any document or project and it needed to be a group effort. The teamwork is always beneficial, and you can always learn from it. And lastly, of course, I have my references. I have my lovely chapter advisor, Andrea Toledo. I have my culinary teacher, Jorge Garcia, and I have my previous culinary teacher and my previous chapter advisor, Elizabeth Muñecas. And here's my cover letter, as well as my resume, which summarizes some skills necessary for the position I'm aiming for, some job experience, my education, and etc. Here are my 2 letters of recommendation. This one comes from my amazing world history teacher, Mr. Lopez. And this one comes from a team member from Florida Insurance Solutions Group's I cannot pronounce her name, Christiana Vivas. Next is my career-related education. And to summarize some of my school events, I did FCCLA last year in 8th grade, and I am also doing it in 9th grade, as you can tell. I also did one career research project about life skills, which has been very useful for me up until now. And lastly, I have an example of my ability to communicate in written form. Here are my educational enhancement opportunities, and I have some career development planning. So I began working in the summer as a temporary job, and I will continue to do it the year that comes. I plan to do about 10 hours per week, then starting in 10th grade, I'll start working part-time at a more permanent job for 20 hours a week. Lastly, after finishing high school, I will continue my part-time job to pay my college education to get a degree in communications, although it is still not confirmed. Then I will find a full-time job. And then here we have my job shadowing summaries. So this year I've been shadowing the culinary team, following in their footsteps and learning new skills and new tips along the way, such as some methods of cooking, some different techniques, different knife skills, cleaning methods, and more. And of course, I became a more cautious person of problems in the kitchen. I learned some more techniques, such as different decorating methods for certain desserts and plating, and how to wash dishes the correct way, because I've always thought that it was only washing the dishes and never sanitizing or drying them. None of that. And then we have safety hazards. The list can go on. And then we have my examples of skills. So as I said before, I have knife skills. I can properly chop, dice, slice, and mince most ingredients. I have attention to detail. I can follow exact measurements for recipes, and I can use methods of baking and decorating that require precision. And then I have my cooperation, which I've mentioned previously. I'm able to work as a team and collaborate with others easily. I have my creativity, where I can come up with innovative recipes and methods, and I have good physical stamina, where I can stay on my feet for long periods of time and lift heavy objects and more. And that was it. Thank you so much for your time.